Hey, Joannica. I will try to cheer you up, my darling. You down? Thanks for coming to play. And for anyone watching later, look, I remember to say it. This is a live stream with mostly live people. Isn't that what Dee Dee says? So I will be chatting. And if you enjoy what you see, please do go ahead and subscribe and click the little bell to be notified the next time I go on live or post a video. Jean and my stalker baby. Have you been bored, Candy, without anyone to stalk? Hi, Angie. Nana, Nana, Nana. Hi, guys. So good to see you. I'm sorry I've been so elusive. Let me zoom out just a little bit. That's awfully. Trying to get it right. The right direction in or out is very tricky. That looks better. Hi, Mrs. Gigi. Hi, Abigail. Abigail, I don't recognize your name. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, I'm sorry I don't remember. Eileen, yes. It's actually a week after Thanksgiving already, Eileen. You slept through it all. Patricia, hi. Long time no see. So lovely to see you. And Christy, hi, Christy. 87. Abigail, you're new and you're awesome. Cool. That's the best. Okay, now it looks like maybe I didn't turn off my autofocus. Apparently, I have forgotten how to do this. Hold, please. I know I did turn it off, but sometimes it changes its mind, right? No, it says it's off. All right, then. We'll just have to see about that, won't we? Hey, Debbie. You lurk a lot, Patricia. You lurk your heart out, girl. We love lurkers. But we're glad you came out to say hi. Oh, Eileen. It finally got there. Did it go on tour before it got to you? I'm glad you like them. As I said, that's why I just didn't want to throw them away because there were some perfect ones in there. But you'll find some of them cut weird because the Cricut I don't know what the Cricut did. I don't even know. Hey, Mindy. Hey, Johnny. Nana, I am feeling better. Thank you. Johnny, since you're here, I will take this time to apologize for my jelly plating performance on your channel live. Apparently, I was really sick. I knew I felt weird and off and I could not get anything to work. And by the time we got off the stream, I was running a fever and I was sick as hell all week last week. So I'm really sorry. We'll do it again when I've got myself together. Oh, Jean, you got your tiny ballerina. Yay. Oh, 87. Good. Hang out here instead of doing a mail opening video. And you're perfect at videos. Hi, Pockets. It's so good to see you. You're in lurking mode? Cool. Oh, thanks, Johnny. I can barely even remember it. The fever must have started right after we went on. And yeah, that was just, wow. Oh, that Barbie post is so funny. Thank you, Mindy. I am. Actually, yesterday was the first day I went all day feeling better. Now I have that sort of lingering tired, you get after you've been sick, but I'll take it. Elle, what the hell are you doing on that interwebs? Well, I figured I had a minute and I would take it. So yeah, I know poor creepy baby has been terribly neglected and she's not happy. But look, I've kept all the pieces together. All the little arms and legs that we pulled off. That was fun. Oh yeah, Johnny, I got my Donna tassel. Love it. I've already been chopping away at it, which is awesome. And every time it's a holiday special. That's right. I'm gonna have backup girl singers in a minute, and they'll be wearing polyester evening dresses. 87, it's gorgeous. Yeah, that tassel was a great value. There you go. A great value, and it's super fun. So yes, I saved all the little pieces that we yanked off. Karen, how nice to see you. Hi. And I'm going to put them over here because I've gone this far without losing them. I would like to continue that trend. I did not finish the peace sign, but I pulled over some beads, so maybe we'll do that. Hey, Jane. Barbara. I know I've been lost in the ether. I've missed you guys so much. I've missed so much that's been going on. Blah, blah, blah. I guess maybe maybe we can chat a little bit before I get started, because God knows I can't talk and do anything else. Maybe I can wrap wire while I'm talking. So this is the peace sign that we're making. I'm just going to wrap. It's got blue and silver wire. I'm going to wrap the legs of the peace sign a little bit more to make it stand out a little bit more. Jersey, congratulations. I know that was weighing on you, and you got your last napkins out. Oh, Angie, I'm sorry you were sick. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap, and so I can't wrap and look at chat that much. So yeah, before we get too far, I will explain what's been going on. I haven't been saying much about it, and I'm sorry, everything's going to be fine. Yeah, that's not a new problem for her, Eileen. That's Johnny's deal, man. Johnny, you stinker. Actually, I'm working on something that I'm going to try to make you go to the buy button on Etsy too. If I can get it finished this afternoon, I'll come on later. Oh no, 87, you're going to have to move and change your name. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that, Angie. COVID, bad. I was cleaning the plastic pond last night, and my hand slipped off the scrubber and jammed up against the wall, and I broke this nail down so far that it bled. And all I could think of was, well, 2020 is temporary, clumsy's forever. You know, what are you going to do? So at any rate, yeah, I'm going to pull out I've got some black and red beads that I'm going to wrap in here too. It hurt, Jane. Yeah, I have to get at some funny angles because the hot tub is so big, and it's like in the corner of the room, so I can't walk all the way around it. And so, yeah. No, I'm just a klutz, Nana. And then that skin is real sensitive. Once you break a nail, I'm such a whiner. Okay, well, I'll just continue. Oh, I did this too. Hold on. Finish a thought much? No. I took our quote and I hand lettered piece and pieces, and then I scanned the whole thing and printed it on a piece of vintage fabric. So this is going to go on here as our quote somewhere. Oh, poor big handsome L. He's a good man. Uh-oh. Carrying on at 87's house. So I've got just these little red beads and some little black beads. We'll use this as our bead board. I'll put the lid back on because you know how you can already see how that's going to end. You said you were going to do the pressure washing yourself, Elle. Excuse me. Yes. Yep. I know you lied, Elle. That's all right. We love you anyway. That's why we love you the best. So, okay. So this is going to be the whining portion of our visit, just to let you guys know what's going on. I think that you know that Mark, my partner Mark, has been sick a lot, like in the last 5 months. And first it was, it is whining, 87, but it's in the interest of letting you guys know what's going on. And maybe it's TMI. I don't know, but I figure we spent a lot of time together, and you deserve to know that I didn't just wander off and join the circus. Oh, thanks, 87. Anyway, so it started out with Nam having a sinus infection that he just couldn't beat. Oh, thanks, 87. You're sweet. And over, he'd go on a course of antibiotics and would get rid of it. And I just don't think it ever went away all the way. And so we are still doing that. He just finished another course of antibiotics. So that is worrisome. And it looks like he may. The circuit will not take me. Johnny, what does that mean? Oh, Jane, you're so sweet. The circuit won't take me. I don't know what that means. Oh, the circus. I'm not going to stop trying. It's been my dream for a long time, Johnny. Someday the circus will take me. So, yeah, it's a possibility. When he was young, he had that roto-rooter surgery on his sinuses, where they go in and widen them up because he's got very, very narrow sinuses. His nose is very narrow. Yes, I did. Alley Cat. She's going to get into the circus before I do. Darn it. I hope she has fun there. So at any rate, so yeah, because that keeps coming back and he's having a hard time beating it all the way, having that surgery again is a possibility. And that is, first of all, I guess it's incredibly unpleasant. And the second time around is even more unpleasant, partly because you know how unpleasant it's going to be. So, but he can't, keep fighting this stupid sinus infection over and over. So that is that. And it, he just has felt like crap from that. Yeah, I've heard it's awful too. He's not much of a complainer, but he said it was pretty bad. Hoodie, hey love, you're here for whining. How exciting for you. So there's that. And I know I spoke to you guys already in the first, 3 times. Ew. Hey, Cat. Welcome. It's so nice to see you, fishy face. So there's that. And I know that I told you that I'm trying to wrap this pretty widely and lumpily, you guys, so it stands out more. And I want it to look real kind of rusticy like our piece does. I am absolutely not going for perfection. Oh, I'm sorry, Angie. Yuck. Oh, another one today, Cat. Crossed fingers for you. Yeah, Jean, that's a whole different issue. I am trying to inform Hoodie. It just comes across a lot like whining. Yeah, Jane, so that's a thing. But really, do you want to go to the hospital right now during a pandemic for surgery? Good for you, Elle. Oh, Cat, I'm so sorry. Oh, fishy face. Yuck. So yeah, I put those 2 beads there, and I'm not going to put any more beads on until we go back to the outside. I know, and I'm having a hard time, Jersey, sorry. So yeah, there's that. And I keep looking up at the chat, and then I forget which way I'm wrapping the wire. Not the smartest cookie in the box. Well, see, Nana, that's a thing. I spoke to you guys about the fact that Mark's battery in his Broken William, his cardiac device, is dying. It's going to have to be replaced. Hey, CB, how lovely. And Andrea, nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We'll take them all. We will take them all, Andrea. So there's that. And that does have to be done. That's a surgery that is going to have to be done immediately because that device cannot die, so to speak. Nah, 87. Normally I would, Jean, and when we get to the outside, I will do that. I just wanted to see how a couple looked on here. So I'm going to put those 2 there, and then I think I'll put a couple up in here, and the rest will be on the perimeter. I was testing it out, but you are exactly right. So yeah, so there's that. So we've been spending some time with the cardiologist and the surgeons there. Um, and then there's part three because it's 2020. Why wouldn't there be a part three? Um, I know that I have mentioned that Mark really jacked up his back about 4 months ago. He has had several laminectomies and he's also had spinal fusion. So he has a complete like erector set in his back already with this. I know, right, El? With the rod and all the screws and everything up against his spinal column where they replace discs. So you guys know what that is. It's not great. Um, so about 4 months ago, he once in a while he'll do something where he has a couple bad days because he bent wrong or twisted wrong or whatever. Nana, it's not actually a pacemaker. It's the same thing that I have. It's a defibrillator and a pacemaker. So yeah, it's really important. um, so yeah, so his back got worse and worse over the last 2 months, and you may have noticed that's when I started disappearing a little bit. um, We have been I know, right? I have a fancy and mine's newer and fancier than Mark's, 87. Yeah, baby. Um, it turns out that we finally got in to see the spinal guys, and we've been playing the "Let's go down south and go to the doctor all the time" gig, because honestly, I love Farmington where we live. Specialists, any doctor specialists, we are still going towards Portland or to Portland. Um, so we've been doing a lot of that recently. Um, so yeah, we finally got into the spinal place, and it's gotten so bad, and it's been so bad for the last 2 months. Mark can't walk anymore. The pain is excruciating. The pain is debilitating. It is almost all the time. Um, and he has his legs are so weak that he really can't walk anymore. And so I've been doing everything, and I'm not mad. I don't mean to be I am throwing Mark under the bus, but he knows that and he's aware of it. I haven't said anything because it's his business, but now it's sort of become, it's changed the way that we're living right now. So at any rate, I don't want to cry because that would be totally freaking annoying. Thanks, pockets. Um, so I have been doing all the housework, all the cleaning, all the laundry, all the shopping, all the cooking, and taking care of Mark, which it sort of is why I have not been terribly reliable on Thursday nights or, you know, coming to people's lives and hanging out the way that I like to and that I used to. Because needless to say, he is extremely discouraged and really quite depressed. L, yep, we're trying that. Believe me, at this point, we're doing it all, baby. Um, so I spend a lot of time, and he also can't go up and down the stairs. Obviously, he's using a cane. On days where the pain is not excruciating, he can drive. Oh, thank you, fishy face. Um, so he does go, he gets out to the store to pick up milk on days where he's not feeling badly or whatever. But he doesn't do the stairs. And so I'm hanging out with him downstairs a lot because, as I said, thanks, Karen. Um, he is extremely depressed and down and discouraged. Right? That's pretty much it, hoodie. Son of a bitch. Um, and also, if he needs anything, I'm going to be there if he needs me to get anything or do whatever. If he drops his phone on the floor, he gets so frustrated to try to pick it up and then get back up. Thanks, Angie. Um, Thanks, Joannica. Yeah, Joannica, I'm cheering you right the hell up, aren't I? Good work, Brooke. Oh, thanks, Andrea. Um, well, God, no, Nana. Mostly a chiropractor will not touch him because of the erector set in his back already. And this was a possibility when he had the spinal fusion, was that oftentimes the discs underneath the fusion will fail. However, back to, yes, we finally got in to see the spinal people on Thursday. And we were hoping that they could do steroid shots. Yes, he did have the fusion. He's been down this road. This is not the first time at the rodeo for us. Hold on, gotta have some water. Look, I got a new sippy cup. I am not allowed to have an open glass of water on my desk, even though this is ugly. It's pink and it has a lid. Oh, stalker baby, you're the best. So at any rate, we went in to see, they were hoping to, at least look at him, and he had all the tests and everything, and they were going to look at that and see what was what. So we were seeing the more gentle side of this practice, where they do, physical therapy and shots and things, steroid shots and things like that. Yeah. So this guy on that side of the office said, "Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. Doing steroid shots is going to do nothing for you. Physical therapy is not going to do anything. I'm going to," and he said, "I never do this. I'm going to refer you to the surgery side of the practice on a high priority, because if we don't take care of this immediately, you're going to end up in a wheelchair." So what has happened is the disc above where the fusion was done has herniated and is now pressing on all the nerves in his spinal cord, which is why his legs are so weak and the pain. Oh, thanks, Mrs. Gigi. So, yeah, and good luck with that until we can get you in. Yeah, it's nerve compression. And so they have him on constant prednisone. He's been on prednisone for weeks. And there's really nothing else that they can do until we can get him in for, yes, a laminectomy surgery. And that is about the size of that. So, well, thanks, Nana. Thanks, Eileen. And even though I am whining and just being a big crybaby, the reason I am telling you all of this and washing poor Mark's dirty laundry in public. Hey, Nikki. Thank you, Nikki. Oh, Margie, thank you. It'll go to the surgery fund. Yeah. Yeah. Nope, Barbara, we don't do that. Nope, no crying, Angie. So I'm a little weepy because it's hard for me to say all this, because I love Nom Nom, and seeing him in this much pain and this down is really hard, as you can imagine. Plus, you guys, honestly, and I'm hoping he's not on. I asked him not to come on for this. I'm not saying anything that obviously he doesn't know. I can't imagine that hearing it all flat out like this would really make his mood a whole lot better. Thanks, Jane. Thanks, Andrea. You guys. I'm tired. This house that we we bought to be a retreat house right prior to COVID, thank you 2020, is huge. I love this house. Mark loves this house. I know, Nana. They sure can, but they make the pain better. So what do you do? We love this house. We're not going anywhere. When COVID is over, we are going to be retreating our faces off. Thank you, Nikki. I know. But trying to keep up with the housework is a full-time job, honestly. Yeah, Jane, yeah, a little tired. And, just the other stuff that I mentioned, the laundry and the kids, managing the kids at a distance, and everything, grocery shopping and cooking and cleaning up after cooking. And come on, Nikki, I got craft supplies, man. And I really, really miss playing in the coop and playing with you guys. And wait, what? Jersey, I don't get that. You read what reposted. Allison, hi, sweetie. I'm just whining. Well, and explaining. Thanks, Elle. I know I haven't really said anything to anybody because I figured I would just come and, barf it out all at once because it's kind of hard. Um, I have arrived, Allison. I'm glad you arrived. Did you mean survive? And I still read typo on top of it all. Um, so, at any rate, that's where I've been. I don't get up in the coop. Oh, oh, I hope you do. That would be lovely, Nikki. Um, I know, Jane. I do. But just, taking off the top layer of dust and whatnot. Um, Thank you, 87. I would like that. Um, I miss hanging out with you guys selfishly. Um, I miss playing up here in the coop, but being up here where the camera is really far away from where Mark is. And so sometimes I'll come up here and like now I have my phone here. If you hear noises, as a matter of fact, my phone is here so he can message me if he needs anything. Oh, thanks, Busty. Thank you. But it is, I don't get to spend big chunks of time up here. Um, and it's kind of unpredictable when I can be up here. So that's why Creepy Baby has been sort of, oh, well, it was, that's, yeah, that's that. I'm going to use this blue wire now because it's a little thinner and this piece is annoying me. And, um, oh, I know, Margie, I know. And you know what? He takes care of me and it's really hard for him to ask for any help. And so, between dropping something on the floor, making him insane, and the fact that he really is down. So even if I'm just sitting there watching a movie with him or whatever, hopefully he knows that I'm right there and, we can chat and I can try to make him laugh or get him some nice toast, get him a hot beverage, you know? So that is that. And I can't really go live. I might try going live from down there on my phone. We did some tweaking on the interwebs. So I might try it. It might be a real shit show, but might give it a shot. But at any rate, so haven't been working much in journals at all. I've made no Christmas journals. I have been slow stitching. And that is what I have been doing because it's something that I can pick up and take with me. Yes, the presence I think does help, Jersey. Um, oh, thanks, Al. Yeah, he had something to eat and he was all cozied in and comfortable and um I know, Marty, it's a secret. Shh, don't let it out. Yeah, so I told him I was gonna come pop on for a little bit. And so yeah. Oh, and the mechanics here working on the cars in the pouring, freezing rain. Um, so yeah, I've been stitching a lot. As I said, I can pick it up, I can take it anywhere. It can be anywhere in the house. It's very soothing. Yes, I know, and not just for me. Busty, I'm not dealing with COVID, knock wood, thank God. It keeps my hands busy and I love it. And it's so relaxing. And I've been trying to catch up on some videos today. And oh my God, you guys, slow stitching, crazy quilting, it's everywhere. I did not realize that. I laughed so hard this morning. So I must have gotten an earworm somewhere, and that's what got me to start doing it again. It's been a couple weeks now. Um, but that is what I'm doing because honestly, um, when I make journals, I need to sit down and work on them pretty uninterrupted because I get in a flow. And if I stop and go do the shopping and come back, I don't know where I was going with it. It's really hard for me to do that. Slow stitching, I can put down and pick up and no problem. Slow stitching, embroidering, hand sewing, beading, whatever it is. Crumb quilting. I think I crumb quilt by mistake. So yeah. So blah 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 blah. That is the deal with me and with Nom Nom. I did not have COVID, to the best of my knowledge. It started out with congestion and a runny nose and a sore throat and all that, and very quickly turned into a gastro issue. Yeah, that too. Shit stitching. Jersey. No, I snack. No, I do not quilt. I made one quilt once and it was terribly misbegotten. I love it. Um, but yeah, no, I'm not a quilter. I am not up for things being perfect. You guys know that. And honestly, quilts are wow. I am very impressed with people who can do that, but not me. Even a crazy quilt. Even with a crazy quilt, you have to be more accurate than probably I am capable or interested in being. I know they're beautiful. I love quilts. Just not gonna make them. Um, little snow stitched. It's snow stitched. Slow stitched bits are good. Speaking of which, I'm hoping I'm going to touch base with Kathy Berg. Oh, Angie, cool. Oh, thanks, Barbara. I'm sorry. Thanks for listening, you guys. I just wanted you to know that I miss you. I'm not just like not crafting or whatever. Oh, thanks, Andrea. Yeah, Elle, I'm not a quilter. Hey, Kathy Berg. Speak of the devil. Were your ears burning again? Kathy Berg and I spend a lot of time in each other's heads, and I find it a little um, disconcerting, yet amusing. I was just telling the world Mark's dirty laundry, Kathy, and I had just said, okay, so that's where I've been, what's going on. I miss you guys. When I see someone go on live and I'm not able to pop in or hang out in the chat and stuff, honestly, I feel like I'm jealous. Isn't that weird? Oh, thanks, Pockets. I really believe in fun and giggles. Just a little short around here. Um, so at any rate, bottom line is, yes, we are now in the process of trying to figure out how to do all three of these surgeries ASAP in the middle of a pandemic, 100 miles away, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I just got a note from Janet Nash, who's also slow stitching up a storm, and man, is she good at it. I missed her this morning and I was sad. Um, yeah, Jersey. So yeah, that's the bottom line where we are. I will be on when I can, as I'm able. I am absolutely still crafting. I'm watching everything. No, Kathy, Nam is going to end up he's got 3 pretty major medical issues, including enough back problems that he is no longer able to walk. So I'm kind of carrying the load around here, so to speak. But at any rate, so that's what we're doing. I'll keep you apprised as we know anything. We are still in this house. We are still going to retreat our faces off. I guess the upside of all of this happening during COVID is that we're going to try to get him all squared away. We are confident this surgery is going to take care of everything. He's going to be. When I had my laminectomy, I jumped up off the table and the pain was gone. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And hopefully they'll get in there before there is permanent nerve damage. And we'll get him walking with a whole bunch of physical therapy. So blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that's where we are. That's what we're doing. I am hanging out with the Markster and slow stitching. Janet, speak of the devil. Mostly I'm whining right now, but we are going to stitch in a minute. Thank you, 87. I believe that too. We are going to keep on keeping on, man. So yes, Kathy Burt, I was just saying, I will, Kathy, thank you. I was just saying, I'm hoping that you're still planning on going on tomorrow morning. Well, I know you will, Kathy Berg, you guys. If you're not subscribed, please sneak right over there and subscribe. She's awesome. Hey, Vanessa, welcome. Um, I know, Kathy. I was sick last week. That was a nasty stomach bug. No, thanks, Janet. Um, so yeah, Kathy, if we're still on for tomorrow, I do. I would love to. Kathy's determined to learn how to make a snippet roll, and I'm gonna play with her tomorrow. Oh, your sinuses again, Kathy? I'm so sorry. But you're better. Yay. Yeah, I feel human again. Yesterday was the first day I went the whole day without feeling gross at some point. Oh, thanks, Terry. And hi, Terry. Mary, hi, honey bunny. Hi, everyone coming in. You just missed me whining endlessly, explaining why I've been a little elusive. Oh, good, Kathy. Be careful. Don't hurt your damn back. Oh, my God. So I have two friends, both of whom I believe are in chat right now, that are waiting for Happy Mail for me. I have been remiss because I was so sick last week, but those things are going to go out tomorrow, as well as hanging out at Kathy Burke's channel. I'm so excited, Kathy. So 10 a.m. Eastern time, Kathy Berg is here in chat, and she's in blue. She's wearing her blue panties. Oh, I would love some thumbs. Thanks, Elle. Yep, if you'd like to give me some thumbs up, I would like that. Because I got to tell you, the analytics on my YouTube channel don't look good right now since I've not been on. Hey, Karen, how are you feeling, my honey? So, yeah, come hang out at Kathy's. We're going to show her. We're going to get her to make a snippet roll. Well, my stalker, you better be there. I would love for all you guys to come and play. Yep. Yes, Angie, the rest of you are not friends. It's exactly what I meant because I'm so much that way. Oh, so Kathy, and anyone else who wants to come play snippet rolls tomorrow, Kathy, what you need is a strip of muslin, your scrap pile, or your strips of fabric from your swap. Yeah, she's making it for you, Eileen. Oh, your hands again, Karen. I'm so sorry. Well, at least lean back and relax. I'm not killing a book today. Virtual school. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing here too, that we're up in the air with my daughters because stuff is changing fast here in a very not good direction. So both of them may end up moving back in again. And I just kidding, Eileen. Settle down. Shut it, Eileen. That felt good. I haven't told anyone to shut it in like 3 weeks. That was good. Okay, so get your strips of fabric, Kathy, any little bits and pieces that you have. And I'm talking, yeah, yeah, and that in addition to my own funk, I have not been myself, I'm hoping. Oh, yeah, Kelly. Busty Barb will be watching on replay. Yes, ma'am. Oh, boy. Yeah, it's really hard to get used to one thing and then have to get used to another one, right? 87? Yeah. So little bits of fabric, Kathy, and then any little bits of papery anything. Just, I'm looking around, like Tim Holtz snippets, these little bits, awesome. Paper, stamps, lumpy things, buttons, beads, anything. Do you see oh, it is a blanket stitch, but not my own, Elle. This was from a vintage linen, and we were going to use it on here, and it turned out to be way pinker than I thought. I know, getting a shut it is a hot commodity, right? So, yep, that, Kathy, embroidery floss and needles. Oh, thanks, Allie. Oh, Mary. Oh, I'm so sorry. Thanks, guys. And I do try to keep it, sort of happy here. And so that was not all that happy, and I'm sorry, but I did feel like, it you know what I mean. So anyway, that's where we are. That's where we're going. That's what you need to start a snippet roll. And um, I think that is what I have to say about that. Awesome. Yeah, it would be the butt crack of dawn for you too, Allison. Did I say hi and welcome, Allison? Apparently, I might have also forgotten how to live stream. It's lovely to see you, honey. It is not, but you know what, Elle? That's like Laura's bubble. I like for people to be able to come in and just be silly and goofy and craft and deal with their life stuff another time. Yep, that's all. Yeah, no, I'm not really apologizing, 87. I'm just kind of explaining. Um, but at this point, it has changed. At Kathy Berg's channel, Allison, 10 a.m. Eastern. So that's 7 for you? Ew. But you get up early. You're one of those people. Yes, a good way of saying that, Jane. Yeah. And I'm just not able to be up here where the camera is as much um, to either record or to go live. I don't really want to go live and then have to go, oh, well, Mark dropped his phone. Bye. I got to go. Yeah. I don't explain myself very often, but this one was weighing on me. And so many of you have reached out to me and on Facebook and private message and text message and email, just checking in and thank you. Oh, Kathy, I'm so sorry. Uh, is he okay? That's a pain in the butt, but as long as he's okay. Yes, I know you reach out because you love me, and I so appreciate that. I know you are, Margie. And a lot of it was just waiting to find out what was going on. We had a pretty good idea what was going on with Mark's back, but we needed to have it confirmed. Oh, good. Everyone's fine, Kathy. Then yes, that's a giant pain in the ass. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's a lot. And that goes back to that 2020. How about that? I did not drop the F bomb, but I did flip the bird on my channel. And that's why this is not intended for children. Because that's what I'm thinking about that. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing. I have to tell you guys, the stitching has been I know he did it, but he got through that swimmingly, right, Kathy? I think we spoke that day. I was still sick, so it's a little fuzzy. Oh, it's absolutely Allison, yes. And you guys know I've been in a funk, and Mark is in more than a funk, I'll tell you that. He is a very easygoing guy, but he is down. Oh dear, 87. We all flip the bird for you and with you. That'll be our new slogan for the channel. Oh, Kathy, that's great. That is so good. That's good news. I like that. Yeah, I think everyone's having their own issues, whether or not they share them. I think that the pandemic has affected everyone. Thank you, Margie. We're going to be fine. It's just a matter of learning how to do this new thing in a new way for a couple months until we get him doing his damn chores again, frankly. Oh, 87, I'm so glad. Okay, this is from Hobby Lobby, you guys. I have to tell you, it's not my style, but it was 60% off, and it's keeping my water cold. This is under the lights, and there's still that much ice. I know, Kathy, I don't usually either, so there you go. Frizz, how lovely to see you. Thank you, Angie. See, you are a friend. I know, right, Margie? Just getting out of his chores, making me do all that crap. So that is what we're doing. We're just doing things a little differently. I miss making journals. I miss my paper crafts. I miss my peeps. Yeah, yeah, 87, absolutely. A different rhythm. I know, Barbara. That's why I got it. I cannot have an open water glass on my desk. That is just absolutely verboten because you know I'm such a klutz. So gold polka dots, not necessarily my deal. You didn't have to retract it. Oh, Auntie, I liked it. But for 60% off, it is working. Thanks, Frizz. Yeah, I just spent the last hour or something, 45 minutes, whining incessantly, trying to explain what's been going on and why I haven't been around. It makes a huge difference because he does everything. I do the recreation stuff. He does everything else. Frizz, new grandbaby? How exciting. Congratulations. That's all right, Vanessa. I think I'm done whining. He's a great man. So the slow stitching is super fun. Apparently, I'm so fabulous that because I'm slow stitching, everyone else in the world is. That is so not true. I must have heard it, seen it, whatever, somewhere, and that's what got me going. But isn't that funny, you guys? Everybody. And it's awesome. Aw, thanks, Angie. Oh, good. A clean out always feels good, Vanessa. That's good. I have been occasionally running up here and doing a little sorting because, well, I wanted to find all my fabric and it was all in a big box. And as it turns out, yeah, no, it was in several. Excellent, Nana. Thank you. Oh, Frizz. Yeah, that must be so hard. So yeah, tons of fabric. I found so much lace, even from Round Top last year, you guys. And oh, Lord, the beads. The beads I have found. I pulled these out. Look at these. I have found stuff everywhere that I hadn't been looking for. I didn't even remember I had. Yes, Frizz, that makes it a lot better, right? Look how red my hands look again. That is so weird. My hands are red, but not like that. I don't know if you guys, if I put them on something white, let's see if that'll show up. These are crystal stars. You can kind of see them. Not as cool as they really are. They're Murano glass. Hey, Deb. Um, actually made in the Murano factory in Italy. And I found these. I've got so many of these. My stepmother brought them to me from Italy. I've got red ones, I've got black ones, I've got blue ones. So many beads. Oh, so many beads, so many threads. So it's been very exciting because now that I'm stitching my face off, I have all these cool things to play with, which brings me back to they are the Mercedes. These are the Mercedes of beads, Jersey. Yeah, they are stunning. And the black, well, let me see if the black ones are up here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them so you can actually see them. I thought they were up here. Oh, here they are. I love flying around on my chair on my plastic mat. These are the blue ones. So they're clearer with just that shot of blue. Clearer. More clear? 0.0 CP. What does that mean? Yeah, these are the Mercedes. These are the Rolls Royce. Hey, hoodie. Okay, I hope these will show up. When I first found them in the bag, because I'd forgotten all about these. She bought these for me a number of years ago. When I first saw them in the bag, I just thought they were black stars. Gorgeous, right? These are green and red and blue. It is amazing, Frizz. Oh, up there, you can almost see it. Can you see the shot of green up in here somewhere? I know. They weren't even really, they were in a box in the garage, 87. And I just pulled these out and thought, oh, those are cute little black stars. And then the light hit them, and I was like, holy crap. Yeah, I love watching people blow glass. My stepbrother-in-law used to blow glass. You can see the green? Yeah, aren't those fabulous, you guys? Oh, that's a good feeling, Vanessa. Good for you. So they also, I mean, they've got red and they've got some blue in there. These would be great actually for Christmas. Stalker baby, that must have been fun. Hey, Julie Everett Spider Hunter. I bet it was really fun, but God, as a living blowing glass is hot and dirty and heavy. Hey guys, do you mind now that I'm done whining? Do you mind throwing me some more thumbs up if you would? If you're not subscribed or you're replaying later, I don't normally come on and whine. We actually do craft and have fun. If you wouldn't mind subscribing if you'd like to, and uh, click the little bell to get notified when I go on. Honestly, you guys, this is me begging because my YouTube analytics are bad. And you know, I like to compete with myself. Why? I don't know why. Partly because I'm actually feeling like a human today, which is just so nice after that bug. So anyway, yeah, I pulled these out to put some on here. They're really heavy. Well, I mean, obviously this is a whole bunch. 87, and yeah, it takes the fun out of it sometimes, huh? Oh, cool, Angie. Yep, the middle finger will work too. So I am working on something that hopefully will be done definitely in time for Kathy's tomorrow, but it might be done tonight. That I'll come back on live later if I'm able to. I love sending Happy Mail 287. I haven't been very good at all this year, but I like it. Something fun regarding slow stitching, and I'm excited about. So smart, Deb. So smart. Who sells your stuff, Deb? Have I finished? Oh, thanks, Angie. Have I finished a single sentence? Ah, 87. So sweet. Oh, speaking of every order, as a sub note to that, December stickers, journal stickers are going to be a repeat of last year. I just have not had chance to do any drawing or painting because again, that's something I need to be able to sit down for a pretty long block of time to do, to keep in a flow. I can't do it a little bit at a time. It does not work well. So if you are interested in December stickers for your journal, please fly over to the Etsy store. My shop details are down in the description. Oh, Elle, you send fabulous Happy Mail. You guys, if you're not subscribed to Never Hopeless by Elizabeth, I'm sure you all are. Go check out Elizabeth's channel. She is too fabulous, as is 87. I'm sorry, the Jersey Crafter. Oh, Margie, I love you all back. Oh, a hand-carved stamp. That's nice. Oh, Angie, send me a message and I'll to remind me, and I will message it to you. And yeah, Elle has gone back to work recently, pretty much full time. Oh, thanks, Johnny. Look at you with your mod pants on. And Elizabeth still manages to get out a ton of videos. Debbie, you streamed yesterday, didn't you? And so, Johnny, you were on like 5 times yesterday, weren't you? Again, I'm sorry if I'm not able to get in, you guys. Oh, here, Angie, I'll just put it in and then delete it. Everyone in the world knows my address. Oh, that sounds sketchy. That doesn't sound right. Wait a minute. Oh, fishy face. Please feel better, honey. Please don't have COVID. And you guys all take care. Everyone in your house. I'm making a note on my handy dandy paper. Oh, you know what? Aaron, can you get my address to Angie? Aaron the mod. Hoodie the mod. I bet you have the means to do that for me. See, you get a just like Johnny, you get a blue dress, you get put to work. Oh, Deb, I'm sorry to hear it. Yeah, and she was working in the comp book 87. I love when Debbie Epps works in her comp book. I miss my jelly plate. I miss my jelly plate. So, okay, so I'm tired of fighting with this thing. I can't talk and do that. Let's put a heart on. Oh, you know what else I did, you guys? I've been trying to print on fabric. I did our little quote for Creepy Baby. That's this one if you just came in. This is our quote. We weren't created to stay broken when we fall. Pick up your piece and your pieces. I hand lettered piece and pieces and scanned it and then did it all in Photoshop. I typed the other words, put in my hand lettering, and printed it on a piece of vintage fabric. My printer is a butthead. It's an asshat, 87, and I get smears of ink 90% of the time. It's not the adhesion of the fabric, it's the ink. Aw, Elle, thanks. Blush, blush. Ah, thanks, Aaron. So, but the thing is, my printer is being an asshat. That should not happen. Oh, Janet, of course. We weren't created to stay broken when we fall. Pick up your piece and your pieces. By Alex L. And that's why we have, Janet, all these, all our little disembodied doll parts and our peace sign on our slow stitch piece. It's going to be our quote. And this is going to all get mounted in a book. Oh, thanks, Al. I like it too. I like the smears for this one, but it's not always my favorite. Erin, your sale was awesome. I'm so glad you did 3 days worth. You had so many good deals. Oh, thanks, 87. Yes, Janet, right? Elisa, I have been thinking of you and thinking of you. Oh my goodness. Are you doing well, my friend? Oh, Debbie, how sweet of you. I'm so glad. That was fun to send to you. The way that you send fabric through your printer, there are 2 ways, Elisa. You can take freezer paper, and it has to be freezer paper. Let me get the box so you can see what it looks like. Hold on. You guys run amok, touch all the buttons, swear, eat snacks, whatever works for you. Yeah, all right. So this is freezer paper. You haven't been shopping on my channel, Elisa. I've missed so much too, Elizabeth. I listened to some of Erin's sales. I actually got to buy a few things, but that's right. Touch those buttons. Give me a thumb. I'm begging for them now. Eileen, were you hiding from Erin? All right, so this is freezer paper. It has to be freezer paper, plastic coated, not wax paper, not deli paper, nothing like that. And you cut a piece of wax paper. Hey, Lee, have you been lurking? I don't remember saying hi to you. Happy Thanksgiving to you, my friend. Thanks for being here. So yeah, freezer paper, plastic coated. Cut a piece of freezer paper that's 8.5 by 11. I do have some available in my Etsy shop, only because some people were saying they cannot get this. And we were printing on fabric a while ago. That was a long while ago. So a lot of people were saying they just were not able to find it anywhere. So I put some sheets in the Etsy shop. So you take that. Hey, Ray, how nice to see you. You cut an 8.5 by 11 sheet of the freezer paper. Then you take a piece of fabric. This is what I did. Again, love it, but this time there was a lot of ink left, and that should not be happening. So you take an 8.5 by 11 piece of whatever fabric and iron the fabric first, then iron the fabric onto the shiny side of your freezer paper. Okay, so when you take this out, hopefully this will pick up. Is Ted here? Did I miss Ted come in? I don't see Ted. Hold on, I'm scrolling back. If I missed anyone. Oh, my Ted. Hello, lovey. How are you feeling? Why are you bandaged and sore? I've missed everything. Julie. Tanya. Oh, no. Are you okay? Well, obviously not. Are you going to be okay? Or you will learn to throw your, yeah, I am not endorsing anyone printing on anything other than what is recommended to go in your not your freezer, your printer. I am known to put many, many bad things through my printer. So you take the shiny side. This is the shiny side. This is the paper side. It may not show up very well on camera. In person, you can really see it. And you iron your fabric onto the shiny side of the freezer paper. You want to make sure that you do not hit the shiny side of the freezer paper with your iron, or you will also be learning how to clean an iron. There is another way, Mrs. Gigi, and I will tell you, because I don't think that I can send you digital freezer paper. Oh, Ted. Oh, honey. But you're going to be okay. Oh, baby. Good. I'm so sorry you're sore, but I'm so happy that everything's going to be okay. So yeah, so you iron it on, and then you trim it down to exactly 8.5 by 11, just like a regular piece of paper for your printer. Make sure you don't have any strings, that it's not frayed, and make really sure that it's sealed, like, because the plastic on the freezer paper melts and melts, to the back of the fabric. Make sure it's really sealed at the top leading edge, that it's going to be fed into your printer. And then it's just a matter of running it through whatever you want to print. Yeah, me too, Elle. That's like clumsies forever. And what I did was, I think this is from our friend Julie at the old design shop. I think these are her images. And I just laid them out in Photoshop, sized them down, and printed them on this muslin. Is this fabulous or what? Yeah, there's not enough money in the world, Eileen, because I am so frustrated with that ink spreading. My old printer did not do this. It would go, as long as the fabric was adhered really well to the freezer paper, it would go right through, and an inkjet. Abigail, it's an inkjet. Hey, Kathy. Alisa, for you, I would make an exception. I could certainly give it a shot, especially because I still can't draw a damn raspa. So yeah, how cool are these for slow stitching, right? Little tickets and stuff. My old printer would go right through, no smearing. These are absolutely usable. It's not a problem at all. I think we did this the last time we talked about printers, Candy. Okay, so I'm sorry. Inappropriate laughter. Yes, Candy, you can use any kind of fabric. You should be able to. You may not be able to. If you break your printer, don't email me. Yeah, you know what, Eileen? My old printer did a great job. And I don't remember. I didn't break my old printer with stuff I put through it. I can't remember what happened while we switched. Kathy, you're slow stitching too? Oh, that's right. You said that in your live this morning, Janet. Thank you for saying it, Hoodie. You saved me. That's going to break your printer. Yeah, any old fabric will work. Should work. Might work. I would try. Me personally, with my printer, I would try any fabric. So the trick is to make sure that it's 8.5 by 11 and there are no strings that could get caught up in the guts of your printer, and that top edge is sealed real well, the leading edge that goes into your printer. So that's one way to do it. The other way to do it is to take a piece of cardstock. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Eileen, that's true. You can get printable canvas for your printer and use that. My problem with that is, oh, good for you, Kathy. I've been working on one too. The problem with that is I like to use vintage fabric, Eileen. Use a rotary cutter, Elisa. Genius, Tinky. Hey, Josie. How lovely to see you. Thank you, 87. Yes, thumbs up, please, if you guys don't mind. I've been so gone that my YouTube analytics are pretty sad. So that's the problem. You can buy printable canvas. Works great. Go for it. Try it with the freezer paper. The other thing that you can do is take a piece of paper. Elisa, most of them you can just switch the blade. If it's a Fiskars, I am not going to finish a sentence this whole stream. If yours is like this, Elisa, unscrew it and switch the blade over. You just take this one, put the blade on this side and screw it in from this side. Oh, you can't see that. I am zoomed in. Yes, put it in the garbage for a week and make it vintage. That is an option. Josie, it's so nice to see you if I didn't say that. So the other option is to take a sheet of paper or a sheet of cardstock and use spray adhesive. Margie, stinker. Oh, thanks, Josie. You too. And take spray adhesive, spray the paper, take a piece, whatever fabric you are going to be, printing on. Make sure you've pressed the fabric first, and then put it on top of the paper that you've sprayed with spray adhesive. Use a brayer, preferably. I've found the best connection or contact is that way, because you want to make sure there are no air bubbles or anything in the fabric, because with that little bump, that's enough to get the printer all pissed off and leave ink blobs and stuff. It is kind of trial and error to figure out what fabric, what printer settings, whatever. Every printer is going to be different, and you do not have 100% rate. You don't have 100% positivity rate. Yeah, I'm kind of distracted, Elle. Yes, mine too, 87. So that's 2 ways to print on fabric, you guys. If you are interested in some pieces that are printed, Julie, you should feed your printer once in a while. Give it a snack. I may have something interesting along these lines coming up in my new Etsy release. Stay tuned. Yeah, I know, Jersey, right? And journals. You guys, not one entry in my November journal. Not one. Nope. Elizabeth, you said you finished 12 pages? 0 pages. But I just think is so fun. Because look, they do have printable cotton. Thanks, Eileen. There's a link, you guys, because then there's that. They do have printable cotton. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Hi, Janice, and welcome. I can, Ted. That's all right. I'm proud of you, Elle. So, yeah, I mean, look how cute. So, yeah, hack that out. You could tear it too, but these are a little small for tearing. And look, you just can put it on your little slow stitch piece. You could put it in your journal. You could put it on a tag. You could do anything you wanted, but you can embroider, bead, whatever, sew right on here. And that makes me happy. And look at the tiny little postage stamp. Yep. Just, and I feel kind of badly because if someday my progeny would like to look through my journals, this is such an interesting time in our history. Um, they're not going to get the scoop from me. Or you can make a mini mask for your cat. So that is that. Elisa, did that help? And yes, if you want to send me an email, Elisa, I can hook you up, girl. I did 87, but it's been extra interesting with the election and everything going on. Eh, you know what, you guys? There's so many fun, interesting things out there, art and craft wise, to try. Switch it up, change it up for what is working for you then, is what I think. And what's working for me is stitching. So back to that. Haven't I gotten a lot done? Let's put I want to put a broken heart on our Barbie top. So let me move this. These still are just killing me. Cracking me the hell up. I know, Joanna. I think about that. Sometimes I make my journal entries a little less salty than they may have been otherwise because I know my kids look through them. I mean, I put them out. It's not like they sneak or anything. Oh, thanks, Julie. I mean, this is a Barbie shirt. Old Barbie shirt. Kathy, I have to come and see your madness. I never know when you go on. Why don't I get notifications? So, embroidery floss. Isn't it adorable? It's really old, Ted. And look at this little tiny snap on it. And the little tiny. Are we back? I'm not supposed to buffer. What the? Huh, that's weird. That's not supposed to happen. Oh, good. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what that's about. Yes, Angie, you should do that. You do have to have room to craft, man. All right. So I've got three strands of red embroidery. Well, yeah, it shouldn't be on this end, although it is pouring, driving rain mixed with freezing rain. And it could be that we're going to lose the cable, which would stink. Oh, no, Mary, none of the dirty four-letter word. Don't do it. Don't do it. Thank you so much for coming. I hope you have a lovely time at work. And if I don't see you, Mary, happy Thanksgiving. I'm sure everybody knows that we've all been invited to the 87 household, the Jersey Crafter, on Thanksgiving. I might, depending on what your schedule is going to look like, 87, and what I don't know what's happening here on Thanksgiving. That's also so up in the air. I may go on with Creepy Baby and actually not whine and do Creepy Baby on Thursday night. 4 o'clock Eastern. All right, so you guys, the Jersey Crafter has invited us all to her home, 4 o'clock Eastern on Thanksgiving. Make sure to go over and subscribe if you're not, but I'm sure you are. Oh, hugs back to you, Mary. I know, Margie. Do you have hot dogs on Thanksgiving? Is that right? Oh, and there's a guest coming. Fun. She'll be emailing the plates of food in advance, Kathy, but you have to buy a ticket. Does it look real blurry to you guys now? Hmm. To go with your hot dog, Margie? I thought Thanksgiving was hot dog day. It's hard to tie a knot when you're reading chat. Yeah, kind of. Only household members, Jersey. You are already so full of beans. I wasn't going to say it, Margie. All right. So let's do this. Let's see. I'm putting the shirt on so I make sure I put the heart on the right side. Let's do this. First of all, I've got my handy dandy little iron here. Let's grab that rascal. It does look blurry. It'll only take a second to heat up. I'm going to refresh you guys. If I lose you, I'm really sorry. No, it's not blurry there. It looks terrible for me. Oh, there. I'm all better. Are you still here? Did I lose you? No, I'm actually going to do one tiny bit of stitchy, Kathy, because I said it was stitching, Creepy Baby stitching light and chat, and it's been, a lot of chatting, not so much on the stitching. Are you leaving, Kathy? Don't leave. Stay with us. Yeah, Kathy, pay attention. Eileen says, sheesh. I'm going to go in just with the corner here. Just here. Try not to hit the lace because the lace will melt. I'm guessing. Yay, Deb! I'm sorry you have to have a test, but yay, it's scheduled. When do you go? All right, so even though it's a heart, I'm going to draw it because I need guidance on so many levels. Eileen, I have something you don't know. Stop it. You have at least 3 in the warehouse. Oh, Janice. Well, you lurk away, honey. This is my Cricut iron. Love it. Love this thing. And its little stand. It has a little house that it lives in. Love it. Oh, you hate waiting, Candy? Yeah. Why am I nuts? I love this thing. It is a weird kind of iron. The thing is, it doesn't have any steam holes. Excuse me. So if you're doing transfers or anything, iron-on transfers, obviously, what other kind would it be? You don't have the steam holes leaving marks. God, Kathy, why are they cutting into your fun? Don't they know you're busy? Oh, yes, or you can make a grilled cheese. I wouldn't because they're a little pricey. I don't think I would make it, and I'm really not that fond of grilled cheese. They are super fast to heat up. They get super hot. Did you, Deb? Nice. They get really, really hot. They have a timer, and they shut off automatically, blah, 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 blah. You could put the sandwich in parchment paper, and then you wouldn't ruin your Easy Press. Good point. Okay, you guys, this is a friction pen. See if I can get that up there for you to see. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a lag now. Nope, you can't see that. Who sneaks in here? Candy, when you're stalking me, do you sneak in here and move the camera? Okay, so it's friction. This will disappear when it gets hot. So it's great for marking on fabric for stitching, as long as the fabric can get hot. So let's see. I'm going to make the heart fairly sizable. I know it looks like it's in her armpit, but there you go. It's an armpit heart. Sorry, concentrating. This is fine art right here. We're going to make it a broken heart. I'm making the heart fairly sizable. so that it'll show up. Because it's, our piece is pretty busy, which I have to tell you, I really like. I like busy. I've been working on the Anne Brooke project, so for the soul, and trying to, mimic or be inspired by Anne Brooke's beautiful style. She actually leaves places for your eye to rest, and it's so lovely. Shut it, Barbara. There you go. You got your shut it. I am stitching a heart in the armpit of a Barbie doll shirt. When was the last time you saw that done? Yes, yes, Jersey. I had forgotten all about her, and you got me back into her. I love busy too, Janet, and I guess it's just my style. I can't do the other thing. I love looking at it, love how it looks, not my gig. Here we go. Elle, I'll put it in for you. I'll put it in the description when we're done too. The Amazing Lady, Anne Brooke. No E. I haven't seen that. Isn't it funny though? 87, everyone is stitching now. There you go, Elle. You guys should be able to find Anne Brooke if you search that on YouTube or Instagram. She's doing a project called Soul Sew for the Soul. She's done them. One is a snippet roll, one is a book, and her style is fabulous. Love it. I cannot do it. Nope. Oh, Joannica. Oh no. Yeah, don't journal with a friction pen. Don't do it. Don't do it. Maybe 87. Yeah, maybe. So I'm not concerned about hitting the lines exactly. I'm just going to do a little satin stitch. With a satin stitch, a lot of times I will use a, oh, thanks, Kathy. She lives in England, Yorkshire, I think. Fabulous accent. You can just listen for fun, Elle. I know you love British accents. Little satin stitch. Sometimes with a satin stitch, I will use a hoop for the tension. The projects are also fabulous, Elle. And good to do when you need, I know you do. I know it's your favorite. When you need something you can pick up and put down easily without losing your place, when you need something to do in different places, physically different places in your house or on the road or whatever, it's worth a watch and a think. Anyway, so doing a satin stitch, this fabric is very thin. Oh, cool, Candy. You'll really enjoy it. I know that you like to stitch, right, Candy? Oh, I just pulled this too tight. Yeah, a hoop helps with a satin stitch. And I don't have an embroidery hoop. I should have a Barbie embroidery hoop, but I don't. And so this is kind of fighting back. But all I'm doing is going from line to line. Can you guys see that? Oh, you guys, I'm going to mute for 1 second. I'll be right back, okay? Sorry, guys. I'm back. I had to go check. I had a message that I had to look at, but I grabbed the book that I'm working on because Well, I lied. We're gonna stitch a heart by Jesus. Oh, what did I miss? Oh, Deb, I know. Slow stitching, hand stitching, embroidery. eh, Everyone has different definitions as far as I'm concerned. I'm just used to calling it that. Maybe technically it's wrong, but you know what? Well, we already talked about me not dropping the F bomb, but giving the finger. That's what I say. You guys, if the slow stitching police come and get me because it's not really slow stitching, I'm okay with that. Joannica, that's funny. Ooh, you did a stitch swap with Candy? How fun. Right. Janet, do you find it confusing also, Janet, that people call it all these different things? Elizabeth, how nice to see you. That's right. All you need to do stitching to do some stitching is know how to do a running stitch. I know, Margie, a lot of things have a lot of names, but some people tend to get a little militant about slow stitching, calling it that or whatever. Deb. So I grabbed this. This is Anne Brooks' project. So for the soul, it's a little fabric book. Oh, thanks, Josie. I'm not working on creepy baby at all, but I'll make that heart. I'll embroider that heart before we leave. So Anne's project is just so relaxed, and it's kind of prompts or suggestions or whatever. So she's doing hers, and the suggestion was to make a book out of cotton batting. This is cotton batting. It's like quilt batting, and my book I think is 7x7. Anne's was 6x6. Yep, mine's 7x7. I wanted it a little bit bigger, and you just cut pieces of batting and sew them together as a book. That's right, Elle. Thank you. And then for each page, it was supposed to be a year-long project, but because of COVID, she also was stuck at home and kind of stressed, and apparently was a sewing machine. See what I did there? A stitching machine, and got it done really fast. So she's offered some other projects as well. That's right, Margie. Now 87's other name. Yeah, that's what this is. Debbie is real cotton batting. I'm just a little annoyed because the edges stretch out. So you can see my book is kind of, well, quite wonky. But what will happen is you go in. So this will be the cover. Obviously, this is not the cover, but I'll be putting a cover on it. So this is the first page. And my darling laughing dogs, Laura, is not here. She gifted me this fabric. It was a fabric pack that she gifted me with. Can you even stand how gorgeous that is? All the different, she avocado dyed all of this. Oh, you know what? My little marking pen is still there. Oh, thank you, you guys. You're so sweet. Just giving a little spritz. I don't have any paper on this side, so I'm trying to get rid of some of the pen. So I know you have 3 different ones, Julie. I love this fabric. I'm not sure. I know that Laura has had her hands full as well. I'm not sure where her Etsy shop is right now. But if one of the mods wouldn't mind linking Laughing Dog's Book Nook, definitely go check out her shop. She has beautiful things and really great prices. So yeah, so the prompt for this page was X's. No, that's not right. What was the prompt for this one? Oh, good grief. Circles and straight stitch. Circles and straight stitch. So I really followed Anne's deal pretty closely. I don't think it was. I don't even remember. Okay, there was a prompt. Oh, thanks, Kathy. It's Laughing Dog's Book Nook. Janet, do you know what the prompt for this one was? Because I've just totally forgotten. Straight stitch was one of them. But cross stitch? I don't know. But I did just some feather stitching in here. I did straight stitch. This is like a, oh, thanks, 87. This is like a shibori, is that what it's called? Pattern. And vintage doily, some seed stitch. Thank you, Angie. If I don't see you, happy Thanksgiving, honey. Have a good day. Some Y stitching up here, some more seed stitch, some beads. I just had this beautiful little metal charm laying on my desk, so I sewed that on. There's a little circle here, and I outlined it. Some more vintage lace, but the rest I think is fabric from Laura's pack. And just did some burrow stitching here, and some cross stitches there. You can see they're not perfect by any means, and I like it. What the heck is that noise? This one, you mean, Janet? Is that right? Is it shibori? It's a Japanese stitching. Oh, thanks, Kathy. Shibori. I think that's right, Janet. Hold on. I gotta look now. Getting out the keyboard. I haven't been on with you guys for a while. God, I'm just talking your faces off. And doing no creepy baby. Is that right, shibori? I'm just Googling it, you guys. No, that looks like it's dying. What am I thinking of the stitching technique? Of course, I'm not looking at chat. Oh, wait, there we go. Sorry, it's like Kathy shopping during her lives. There we go. Sashiko, yes. Oh boy. All right, 87. Don't get cooties on you, honey bunny. Sashiko, yeah, Janice, it looks like they're two different kinds, but pretty similar. So it's a traditional stitching, Japanese stitching, and it looks like shibori is also a dyeing method. But sashiko is generally white fabric with indigo thread with different stitching patterns. Very precise and beautiful. Mine, as you can see, is a little higgledy-piggledy, and that is just fine with me. So I use browns and grays. The other thing that Anne suggested was to pick one color to run through your book to tie everything together. It's not going to work for me. Nope. The next page is, oh, and there's a little bit of cheesecloth as well. So that's the back of this page, back of the next page. And what'll end up happening is when I'm done, I'll sew these pages together. Yes, Margie, that's a whole different thing. Thank you, Kathy. I can fix a lot of the wonkiness of the pages where the cotton batting has kind of stretched and I've gotten it wonky, or that I cut badly, because that is also possible. Thanks, Deb. So this is the next page, and this one is this one was X's, like kisses, X's, and oh, a pocket with a tag. Those were Anne's suggestions. So, oh my heavens, as you can see, there's everything. I did everything to it. I don't even know what to say. This is the pocket that is not as crooked as it looks. It's because the page has gotten bent out of shape. Thank you, Kathy. So this is my little tag, and I put dyed parchment paper in there for noise. I'm actually going to put dyed parchment paper, coffee dyed, or just water dyed, in between all the pages to make that nice crunchy noise. So when I sew the pages together, I'll put crunchy paper in. Thanks, Janet. Yeah, turquoise and browns and golds. I had this beautiful fabric. No idea where I got this paisley fabric. So that was the big piece that I chose, and then just went through my stash, and grabbed bunches of it. Oh, fun, Josie. Oh, that's a really good idea. A soft cloth baby book. Well, there you go, you guys. Kathy is Googling her head off. Being you, Eileen. So the one thing I do have running through my concept is numbers. All my pages will have numbers. So I've got a 16, I've got a 7, I've got a 6, I've got an 8, and just I used a blending filament and did a burrow stitch all the way through here. Thanks, Julie. There's my X on the pocket, a little seed stitch that I kind of regret, but there you go. What are you going to do? Straight stitch. You guys, it's only straight stitch on here. If you can do a straight stitch, that's all that is on here. And then I've got a mother of pearl button, and there's like, where's the camera? Here we go. A cascade of beads. Can you see those? They're tiny, tiny beads. Thanks, Jean. It's been, honestly, this has been perfect for right now. I can pick it up, put it down, no problem. When I'm doing it, I can get very involved and relaxed, playing with stuff I have in my stash, looking at my stuff in a different way. It's been, I can't say enough. Yes, therapeutic. Can't say enough. These are vintage mother of pearl buttons that I just put on with, again, a straight stitch. I did some little crazy swirly guys because of that crazy swirly fabric. This is a very, very vintage hanky that has like, these are textured. The roses are textured. I don't think that blowing your nose on that would have been a great experience, but it looks pretty awesome there. And the little tag goes, oh, and the top tag says November 2020. And I used a bunch of scraps from the rest of it. Thanks, Ted. And then on the back, it's got all the little X's in it. I stitched kisses. And I did make that wonky on purpose. Thanks, Elle. And then the last page, I don't know why I'm making you look at this, because we were talking about Anne Brooke. The last page is, there's the inside. You can see my messy knots. And then this is the last one I've worked on. And it was making what British people, because they, yes, I used everything. I'm using everything that I can find to put on here, Jean. The prompts or suggestions for this one were Suffolk puffs, which is what British people call yo-yos. Isn't that fancy? And a color that you don't normally work with. Kathy, right? I don't not like purple. I just very rarely use it. It's not my first choice ever. And I love this page too. Again, I put everything on here. You do, Elle. I first thought I was going to do a plainer background and then do all the yo-yos in the greens and purples. And then I thought, oh no, I have an antique. Oh, thanks, Josie. I love it too, Debbie. Yep. I have an antique portion of a yo-yo quilt. And all the yo-yos are different colors, but there were white ones on it. And that's where this guy with the hairdo and this guy came from. And then I just used different shades of white and cream and made the rest of them. And, well, as you can see, put everything else in the world on here. This is called Turkey Work. And I saw Rachel on Roxy Creations. You know how much I enjoy stalking Rachel. I'd gotten behind on my Rachel stalking, but I saw her do this. Is that adorable? Look, it's like the Who's from Whoville live in there. And I also put in some sparkly blending filament to make that sparkle. And I did that here too. This yo-yo is made out of a scrap of vintage linen. Are they in the unfinished object box? We'll pull them out and make a fabric book, Elle. I've got seam binding, some little, this is part of a trim from Hobby Lobby that I cut apart. Oh, sorry, Kathy. This is another one of those things I printed on fabric. And lace and a million different kinds of fabric. It's amazing when you go through your stash looking for a color or a theme. You can find a lot of stuff, and sometimes it's the smallest little piece of fabric. So this is a great way to use stuff up. This is a lace applique that I had, and this is another tiny, tiny flower lace applique, and I actually hand painted that with alcohol inks. No, not alcohol inks, Distress ink, because I didn't have an alcohol ink that would go with that kind of dusty purple. So I put alcohol or Distress ink on a smush paper, like on a plastic sheet, and used a paintbrush and got it all in there around the sequins. Yeah, a little bit of feather stitching there with some tiny beads, threw some sequins in, the color strip off the fabric, which I love, selvage edge off one of the fabrics down here. This was actually, can you see that trim? Thanks, Jean. I would appreciate it. It would be awesome. This is the very edge of a handkerchief that I have. I've had it for I don't know how long. And then I just did French knots, sort of, which is a whole nother topic. But now I got this from Anne Brooke. I know a lot of people get upset, and we talked about it. People get upset when their French knots get all in an uproar, when they're not tight. Well, Anne does it and leaves them floofy on purpose. And so I've seen her do it and then saw the result. They're fabulous. Can you see the dimension? No, you can't because I'm not under the camera. I know, but you only need the tiniest scraps of fabric. There, I think you can see how they're loopy and crazy. Well, it's a thing, Elle. Check out Anne Brooke. She'll tell you that's the way they should be. I used some variegated thread and did a cretin stitch along there. Used some eyelash trim. This was eyelash trim from the tassel I got from Donna. Hi, Sandra. They're floofy Frenchies. Well, it's a thing, Josie. It's a thing. Yes, old clothes. Go to the thrift store and buy some old clothes and cut them up. So yeah, that's as far as I've gotten so far, but I'm loving it. And honestly, what I do is look at Anne's suggestion or her prompts or whatever, and decide, sort of have an idea what I'm going to do and go pull some stuff out of my stash. As I said, I'm not staying with one color. I kind of have ivory and cream running through the whole thing. It's on every page, but mine is not nearly as cohesive as Anne's is. Mine's a lot more. What? Yes, buying fat quarters is very addictive. Someone in the chat has gifted me with so much beautiful fabric. You know who you are. Oh, Frizz, please do. Please try it. Yeah, mine is not as cohesive as Anne's at all, but apparently this is how I roll, and I'm okay with that. So yeah, I'll just go and find the next prompt. We'll start with the fabric and find generally 2 or 3 fabrics that kind of coordinate that. Really, I mean, you don't need more than maybe a 6-inch square of the fabric. And then I just shop in my stash. And you can put anything in here. That's the beauty of it. You can put beads and sequins and doll arms and legs and paper and postage stamps and bottle caps. Frizz, I'm actually working on some of those right now, and I think some of our other friends are as well. I thought I was being terribly original, but since I took my head out of the sand and got back to watching some YouTube stuff, it's all the rage, Frizz. Everyone's doing it. Okay, I think a couple weeks ago, we're working on another creepy baby page, and I bought dolls because we needed to rip all their arms and legs off. Elisa, you would just couch it on. So let me see. So say, this is a metal charm. Say it didn't have a hole. Put this up here. Ow, the needle was still in there. Look, the Barbie shirt's going to have real blood drops on it. Oh, the things I do for creepy baby. Thanks, Carla. They're going to be covers until I'm able to get up here and really work in paper stuff much. It's honestly, you guys, it's going to be January, February. It'll probably be February before I'm able to get up here with any regularity again, depending on how soon they can get Mark in for his surgery and how fast he's able to progress with his walking. But yes, until then, I'll just be slow stitching up a storm. So, Elisa, you take it and actually, you know what? Let's do this instead. I must have a scrap. Move this. It's okay, Sandra. I'm not really bleeding this time. And a bottle cap would have like little bumpies on it, you know, the little thingies, so it would be a little bit easier. What I would do is take just a little, I don't really want to use this because this is a good thing. Let me find, I have bottle caps somewhere. I just don't know where. Hold on. Let's find something to sew on. Totally drawing a blank. I don't have metal stuff over here. Totally drawing a blank. Well, okay. Well, we'll just use this and you'll get the idea anyway. So this is a Tim Holtz piece, a little maze. I don't know where it came from. But let's pretend this was a round bottle cap. Yes. Start with faux stitching. I would either take Fabri-Tac, or actually I would not use a glue stick for that. Fabri-Tac or art glitter glue, whatever, and start with that. Just because, especially were it a journal cover, it would get handled more than being an art piece. And glue it down. Wish I had a round thing, but I think you'll get the idea. And then you just take your thread, and you can also make it decorative. That's not long enough. I'm going to get colored thread so you guys can see what I'm doing. Brooke is going to not be on too much longer. I've taken up enough of your time, you guys. I mean, apparently the whole, I lured you again with the bait and switch. Again with the bait and switch. I do it all the time. I lured you in with promises of creepy baby. But I may be on later, as I said. If I can get this project put together, I've got to finish up a few things. I may pop on later with a new thing for the Etsy shop. What? That was me saying what? You might be interested in. Might not be. It's so hard to guess, right? You tell Romeo that I said hi, Laura. Is he dreading going back to all virtual, or is he glad? Yeah, that's true. A new thing for the thing. That's right, Elle. It's going to be a whole line, I hope, Jean, a whole line of things for the thing. But I've got a premiere item because, well, I still own an antique store garage full and then some. And, you know, picking right now is not on my schedule. What with the raging pandemic and Mark not being able to walk, not a lot of picking going on here. Creep Miss. I have not heard of Creep Miss, but I'm going to celebrate it. All right. Oh, that fabric's so thin, I glued it to that. Okay. So, yeah, Jean, the problem is it's so much work to put stuff into Etsy when it's a book or whatever. Hey, Farrington, my love. All right, so I want to do something round. I have got to have something round. Hey, I know. What about a button? I don't know why you guys put up with me. I must have buttons. Oh, wait, I have 1,000 buttons. So, at least if you pretend like this is a bottle cap, like no holes to sew through, anything that you can't sew through, again, you would just put a little glue on. Yeah, me too, Josie. Me too. But God knows I've got plenty around here. And as I said, now that I've gotten all crazy about slow stitching, well, don't you look at your stuff a different way? Yes, you do. So, yeah. All right. Okay. So tack it on with some glue. And depending on what I'm working on, a lot of stuff I really will start with some glue. Again, I don't know. The slow stitching police might come right after me. I'm not sure, but okay, whatever. Wow. Okay, you guys just witnessed me stabbing myself. It's not for the faint of heart. Okay. So, Lisa, what you would do is just sew over it. And you could put some beads on and then go on the other side. You could just glue it and leave it at that, not even bother stitching. But once again, all you have to do is a straight stitch. You could put a sequin in the middle. You could put a whole, little cluster in the middle. The opportunities for changing stuff up are amazing. Oh, I hear you, Josie. I hear you. You know what, 87, I have it queued up to watch. I wasn't able to watch the hop last night, and I was sad. She softened a little bit, Sandra. She said, whatever gets me through the night, she will put up with stitching if it's what's keeping me going right now. So that was good of her. So then I just realized I hadn't put the lid on or put the pin in my glue. So dark on dark was probably not my best choice, Elisa. I'm sorry. But can you see? You could do another stitch to make it like a 5-pointed star. And you probably wouldn't have to use the glue. I probably would, just to make it easier to sew and to be a little more stable, but I don't think that you would need to, I don't think you'd really need to glue it. But with a bottle cap, the little ridgy parts would hold the stitches tighter than a round button. The other thing that you can do with couching is lay stuff on the surface. This is so not, okay, no creepy baby. Yep, bait and switch for sure. You can couch things on. So let me grab a piece of fiber. I haven't been up here for so long. It's, I feel like I don't know where anything is. So here's this funny little burlap trim. I don't even know where it came from. Janet, that's how I like to do it. I like to just put everything on. Or, again, even with cardboard like this, if you didn't want to sew through the cardstock, you could stitch across it or stitch across the corners to hold it down. Also a good way to do photos. We have the photo on the alleged creepy baby page. I will probably do something along those lines to hold it down. Oops. We have this sad photo of that man and the creepy baby boy on there. I did tack it down because I tacked down all the pieces. I did manage to get this far. But we will probably do some sort of couching to hold that down. Unless I change my mind. Can you imagine? I'm dying to see everything that happened last night. All right, so this again is going to be, you can't really see it that well, but hopefully. So if you didn't want to stitch through this, or, oh, it's better. I think I'm getting tired, you guys. I'm all over the place. Let's use this. Again, my mixed media cart yielded my twine, which I love. So if you wanted, you could make your twine into like a little twirly circle. Oh, you can't see that up too high. I'm used to moving up, and I apparently got my camera down lower. There. So, got the thread over by the cord, by the twine. So, you could just feed it around anywhere you wanted it to be and stitch it down. You could have the thread be a contrasting color if you want to have it be an element, a decorative element, or you could certainly be using like an ivory or whatever kind of thread if you didn't want it to be so standy outy. But this is couching, where you just go along and hold down one piece with another stitch. Does that make sense? And you can do a lot with it. Goes back to, you can put anything on fabric. And sometimes you can put it through your printer. So isn't that pretty? And it's just, it's totally a design decision about what color you want to use, how close you want to put them together. But sewing twine or even gluing this twine on would kind of be a pain. But you could do a fun little spiral. 87, you found stuff under the credenza. How exciting. How very exciting. Congratulations. So that is couching, and that is that. I don't know how I got on that topic. Oh, we were talking about putting bottle caps on stuff. Yes, a Scray movie. Eileen, you do have to do your couching sitting on the couch. Yes, you do. So the whole point is, well, not the whole point. Part of the point is that Kathy Berg and the scrap chick Colleen did a fabric strip swap. And Kathy asked me to go on and do a snippet roll with them to show them how to do it. Kathy maintains she does not sew, can't do it, doesn't know how to do it. What did you say, Kathy? I don't know, something. You don't have to have a sewing machine. You don't have to know how to sew. If you can thread a needle and do a straight stitch, you can make all of this stuff. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow. These are all techniques I use when I make a snippet roll. Let me put this, other rule, always put your needle back in the needle holder immediately. So that is that. I don't even know. At least I'm not sure if Kathy's still here. She had a brouhaha going on at her house. Threading the needle is the hard part. All right, Elle, it was so nice to see you. Oh, you're in. Oh, for the week, for the holiday. You're in the Keys for the holiday. Love you too, baby. I'll talk to you before Thanksgiving. Give the Gems and Big Handsome a hug from me. Yes, threading the needle is the hard part. You definitely need a needle threader or 5. Thank you, Barbara. So that is that. I don't know. Yeah. I lied. No creepy baby. Here's creepy baby. Yes, you need a good selection of needles generally. You don't need them. It's easier with a good selection. There's not much you do need to do this, you guys. There's a lot you can use, and it's a lot of fun, but you don't need a lot. So, would you like me to finish this heart, or would you like me to go and let you go about your business? Oh, Josie. Oh, yeah, actually, that does bring me to, I love this needle threader. When you buy these, they have, the little wire kinds. Julie, it has the wire part on there, and of course, I broke it the first time you used it, or the first time I used it. However, these 2 ends are incredibly handy. I use this all the time. Little skinny thread, you just have to poke it through. You can get one of those, you can get like a lighted magnifier on a stand, which helps. I have one of those somewhere. Hold on. All right, we'll finish. I'll never get my project done for Etsy, you guys. Bad influences. Whoops. I think I got this little dude at Joann's or Michael's, and I don't think it was very expensive. You need one what, Josie? I have to remember how to use it. Okay, so it's got a light, it's a magnifier glass, and I always forget how to make it do. Oh, there we go. And it has a little stand, right? Ha. Yes, mine does, Debbie, and I use that because it's tiny and it's a weird angle. Oh, Josie, any stitching department. Do you the wire one, Jean? I break them constantly. So this does help. You know, this is not a bad thing to have, and because it has the stand on it, you can put it right there to thread your needle, and that helps. And it has a little light on it, and I don't think it was terribly pricey either. All right, so we're gonna make this heart. We're gonna stitch this heart, by God. So who is into the stitching idea? Who have I converted? And I'm not saying I don't love journals, you guys. Do you, Sandra? Yeah, it's not even worth it for me. It's more frustration than it's worth. I love making journals. I love journaling. Again, it's just a matter of the way our life is right now. Gotta have something I can do down. I mean, I've got to have something to do with my hands or I'll lose my mind. We've watched a lot of science fiction movies. Shh. Yeah, sometimes it is fun to do something different too, Margie. As I said, it's been really fun to see my supplies in a whole different light. Yeah, I love my automatic needle threader. Well, is it automatic or is it just the needle threader thingy? Yeah, I know. Debbie, I think for some people it's really relaxing, and for some people it's super duper annoying. Isn't that funny how that is? Quilting would make me lose my mind. Carla, Margie's been quiet. I sent her a notice that I was coming on because I knew she'd been worried. And I'm sorry for anyone that I worried. It's true, Margie. This is supposed to be fun and relaxing, and I got tired of stressing about not being able to make journals and being sad because I wanted to be up here playing with my paper stuff, and I just can't do that right now. So there you go. Plus, I think that the results are just amazing. I love how the projects, my own projects even, I love how they're coming out. Nicole, hi, lovey. Yeah, is that funny? Quilt piecing? Nah, nope, nope. Nicole, I came on to whine. You missed many, many minutes of my whining. Well, actually, I was just telling people what was going on, why I've been AWOL. Yeah, see, isn't that funny? Oh, we all have our different things, right, Margie? And I just think there's so many cool things. Glue booking, speaking of Nicole, that sometime I may get. I've denied myself several times. I thought, oh, I want to make a glue book and haven't because I've had so many other projects going on. So yeah, just something different for right now. Trying to hold this so you guys can see. Ow! I stabbed myself a lot. Trying to hold it so you can see it, but I have to kind of put it at a little bit of an angle to make sure the heart is looking slightly heartish. This needle's really sharp. It must be a new one. That's a good thing. So I'm not terribly concerned about. Oh, that's right. The needle goes in the cloth, not the finger. Oh, thanks, Margie. So smart. It's been a busy place. It's been a hopping little place, Nicole. I was all ready to watch Janet Young, and Dee Dee said she wasn't feeling well, and I thought, oh, I actually have a minute. I know, Gene, it's going to be actual. Um, I actually have a minute where I could go on and talk to the peeps, do the old bait and switch with Creepy Baby. Oh, that was way off. I just went. Can you guys see? I'm doing this backwards, aren't I? I drew it on there and I'm still freaking doing it backwards. Yeah, we can fix it. No worries. Meh. I saw that you finished it, but I haven't watched the videos yet. Nicole, I'm woefully behind in video watching. And I am so surprised how many folks, I mean, folks that I normally watch and folks I've never heard of. So many people are stitching. It's like have you noticed when you learn a new word, all of a sudden that word is everywhere? Like everywhere. I need some water. Hold the phone. My ugly cup is still keeping my ice going. So maybe everyone's been stitching for a while and I just missed it. I was so sad that I missed, speaking of missing things, I missed the hop last night. Ooh, a Christmas glue book. That sounds fun, Laura. So everyone's kind of doing some different stuff here and there. This this tiny little shirt is a little fussy. It's a little fussy. Yeah, Laura, go on and show us your glue book. You said I saved you from recording Happy Mail, so you could just go on with your glue book. Yay. Okay, yeah, I've done something very strange with the shape of this heart. And you know, the cool thing is, you guys, I can either fix it or I can cut the threads and start over all as well. I did want to show you, though, how cool the friction pen is. Let me heat the iron up again real quick. If I remove the marks, it might help me figure out how to fix it. I think I got it. I think I can fix this. Are you, Margie? Doing some reading? You'll go back to your paper and your yarn, though, won't you? Just kind of tired of them right now? Ooh, Laura, you're getting bamboozled, girl. Well, you better, Margie. First of all, I live for the fun of getting Happy Mail from you, chicken Happy Mail. Jean, a friction pen is a ballpoint pen. Where did I put it? Just been, as usual, throwing stuff over in the corner here. Hold on. Everybody hold on. I've got a friction. Oh, here it is. It's a ballpoint pen, Jean, and this is what it looks like. It's a regular, like at Staples or Michael's or whatever. Don't use it for journaling because it erases with heat. Well, it also has an eraser on it, but it will erase with heat. So that's what I use to draw the heart on here, the broken heart, which is kind of hard to see because this shirt is freaking tiny. So let's bring this back. Oh, no, let's bring this back over and see if I can get in there without melting the lace to show you how it really does disappear. How come, Margie? Oh, the needy cat. Oh, good, Jersey. So there you go. Try not to hit the lace because I will melt it. Look. Isn't it amazing? I've heard people say, so I only hit right there, but I've heard people say that it can come back. I've never had that happen. It's really, really great to use for your needlework. Yeah, I saw Carla say that she was. Are all the kitties okay, Margie? Is Margie okay, Margie? All right, so I'm out of thread. do not go to the very bitter end. Oh, I could probably get one more stitch. I don't go to the end of, the bitter end. It is a magic pen, Josie, of the thread, because I don't like to fight with the knot. You bead one the killer irons to do this. Wow, Eileen, that one's hard. Oh, you need one of the killer irons to do this? No, you don't. Yes, you must. You cannot buy one of the killer irons on my Etsy, in my Etsy shop, just saying. No, I think this heart is, Eileen is drunk. It's all right, Eileen, I love you. I type like I'm drunk. When I'm on my phone, it looks like I'm always drunk because it's so easy to mistype. Yeah, this is irritating me. I've gone horribly wrong on this heart, and it's so not a big deal. So I didn't promise you it was a heart we were going to keep, people. People! Yes, a good plan. It's really handy, Jean. And again, Michael's has them. Staples, I mean, they might be a Staples thing. Oh, yeah, with just hitting the wrong stuff and also autocorrect. Forget about it. So, yeah, easy as that. I'll draw that heart back on and spend 5 minutes fixing it. Try that a little better, because all I'm going to do is stitch that broken heart on there, and then we'll can't decide if I want to go ahead. Let me move this. I know I keep saying I'll work on Creepy Baby and not make you guys watch, and I'm sorry I didn't get further. Do you think we want to do some of our embroidery stitches? Ah, thanks, Nicole. Oh, Nicole, I don't think you saw this. Our little quote that we picked out? We weren't created to stay broken when we fall. I hand lettered piece and pieces and scanned it in, and then created this whole little block and printed it on vintage fabric so that we could put that on. Isn't that so cute? Ah, 87, you're so sweet. So anyway, that's going to go on there. But do we want to do our embroidery first and then put our shirt on? Because you guys, I mean, even when you're, aw, Nicole, you're so sweet. So are you. You guys are amazing. Ugh. Oh, that looks weird, doesn't it? It's the hairy broken heart. I will put the heart on, so it'll be the broken heart here, and then probably some little blood drops down. But should I wait and do the embroidery in between the blocks after we put the shirt on? Yeah, maybe. No, I always craft naked, Margie. That's what I do. Of course, I have a shirt on. Man, it's cold here now. We're trying to make keep your shirt on. Sandra. Yeah, we're trying to make Laura go on after, because I'm wrapping it up. Naked crafting. That'll be a whole new retreat, won't it? The first retreat we have, naked crafting. So I'm looking in the camera, and the shirt really is blending in. It's pretty subtle, because of all the whites. Once we get it's not as subtle in real life as it looks on the camera. Once we get the heart on, shut up, Sandra. Once we put the heart in place, maybe when we stitch the shirt on, I'll use red or blue, and that'll help it stand out a little bit. See, Margie? And then you can wear the cats as scarves in case you get chilly. Elisa, I'm going to go too. It was great seeing you, honey. If you want some fabric printed, either way, send me a message and let me know how you are. I have been remiss in messaging you. So, that tastes so good. I love water with ice in it, and it's not melting. Ted, you're amazing. Jane, we have done everything except for Creepy Baby. Sandra, thank you. I will keep you guys informed. If you don't hear anything, it means that I'm up to my ass in alligators. If there's anything big that changes with Nom, I will let you know. Jane, that is you know what? That is my life right now. Naked stitching and drunkenness is my life. Excuse me. Wow, that made me swallow the water funny. But I will be, a lot of the stress is relieved because we know now we can make a plan. So now it's just the logistics of keeping everything going smoothly around here that will kind of slow me down. So we'll be doing a lot of stitching in the future, the near future anyway. Thanks, Eileen. Oh, Julie, Nom is broken from his nose to his toes. You have to watch the first part. I whine incessantly for 45 minutes. It's great. Oh, Janet, you know what? Janet, I like to go to your streams, well, your replays, just to hear you talk. You just make everyone feel so warm and welcome and relaxed. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for coming and for the thumbs. And we'll all go watch Laura. I will attempt to work on this. It's a good chance we'll do something Thursday night. Happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you guys before then. It is, Jane, yeah, and just the worry and, being depressed and Farrington, X's and O's to you, my buddy. Get on the bus to Laura's and keep an eye out. As I said, if I can get this project for Etsy, the new product line for Etsy put together, then I may go on live again tonight to show it to you. If not, then hopefully I'll be able to show you a little bit at Kathy's live tomorrow. I mean, I don't want to make her live into a Moroccan bazaar or anything, but thanks, Jane. All right, you guys. Love you all. Thank you so much for understanding and for your support. And hang in there. Stay safe and happy Thanksgiving. See you at Laura's and love you. Bye.